Well, hello. Welcome to Pepper's Echo. Good to be back with you on a lovely Sunday night, Sunday afternoon there for you guys in South Africa. In the chat, Buzzy, hello, Buzzy. So great to hear from you. I really hoping and praying and got your mom in our thoughts in that as well. And prayers, and hopefully tell her we're all rooting for her to get well soon. Cameron, welcome, Cameron. Always good to Hendo is here on time for a change. Hendo, no, I'm kidding, bro. How's it going, Hendo? Allison, how's it, Allison? How are you keeping? And my wife is on already. Okay, so you know I'm late if my wife is there already, because she's never there before me. Right. Okay, so welcome to the show, everyone. I haven't got anything really planned for this evening. I have just a general amount of clips if you want to see what the streets and things look like, etc., etc. If we want to chat through them a bit as we go, I have something to chat about on a show that I actually heard from Ronaldo when I was watching his show last night, which was really cool. DVD, how's it, D? How you keeping? Yeah. The man who has nothing. Arbot, how's it going, Arbot? What's it, Cameron Islam? Stuck in a shop due to maintenance. A 2-hour job is becoming a 6-hour job. Oh, you're stuck in a shop. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're talking about service delivery in South Africa. They said it's got so bad right now they can't even strike properly. Apparently, they ordered a strike yesterday. They couldn't even deliver that. So I don't know what's happening in South Africa. So, yeah. But, yeah, as I usually shoot off with the beginning of everything is... don't forget to catch the main guys in South Africa. Ronaldo Gous. I think he's on Sundays. He is on tonight as well. And then Sunday, I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. All your good news and great chat there with Ronaldo as well. And then there's Chris Wyatt. I'm struggling to keep up with him at the moment. I'm other than being like hectic busy. Be nice if we could get 100 subscribers. Yeah, let me put that one up there. I haven't put up there. Thanks, Hendo. It would be fantastic if we get 100 subscribers. I might be dropping you a little by not having proper themes and everything to that effect. And I did think about a call-in, but then I forgot to actually put that together. So I just sort of put a general thing together. I can put in a lock-in if anybody wants to. Not at a computer, so I'll share the links when I get back. Okay, no, thanks, Cameron. That's cool. No worries. An Arbot stuck in a shop at the moment where a 2-hour job has become a 6-hour job. Frustrating, but frustrating. So when your blood wants to boil. But getting back to the guys, Chris Wyatt. Yeah, I'm struggling to keep up at the moment because I am so hectic at the moment. And I know, like, Chris has new content just balling out all the time. He's still got some of the best content when it comes to actually keeping up with the news, etc. Really, it's worth keeping up with the Colonel. And then there's Ronaldo and Chris together on Ronaldo's stream on Wednesday nights. Is Wednesday with the Colonel. Really cool. Morning Shot has got not as many as what they don't do it every morning anymore, but they are releasing some content, and it's quite good actually. The last one I actually was watching was on the actual effect that South Africa is almost like split countries all living together and not really a democratic society as such, which was really cool. But yeah, take a look and see what you can see on Morning Shot, but don't miss Ronaldo Gous and Chris Wyatt in Durban, Africa. And then, of course, the lovely lady, Rebellious Ruth, always catches stuff. It's really so interesting. A lot of fun, good smiles, and insightful into something different as well. Yeah, tonight I'm just going to gibble and gab. But something I was chatting, well, I'd like to actually chat about and get a little bit of ideas. Shame, Buzzy, yeah, you're trying to get more subs, but I'm not being very helpful, am I? Yeah. So there we go. I will do my best to be a little bit more prepared. I was wanting to rush a thing on What Nom this week, but maybe I'll just leave it for next weekend. And I'm so looking forward to coming to South Africa. I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking forward to coming to South Africa, but we were going to be coming down on the 25th. We now may be looking at the 20th of July. depending on if we can get off from work a little bit earlier. So we'll be there from about the 20th to the, we'll be flying back on the 5th. SA is a banana republic with different branches of bananas. No, it's not branches, brew. It's bunches. Bunches of bananas. Bunches. Okay, sorry, there's another thing on Chris Wyatt. Chris Wyatt and Colonel Wynand du Toit every Tuesday evening. Thanks, Endo. Also good. There we go. Very important. Here's Ronaldo Ghost, and we can chap Chris and Rebellious Ruth up there as well, if we can. But Ronaldo actually spoke last night on the members only stream, and he was talking about a show. Looking forward, brace yourself. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to spend 3 days in Johannesburg. If we go down the Monday, the 25th, it'll be Monday. It'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. To fly off to PE on the Friday. If we go on Wednesday evening, the 20th, we'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably go to PE on the Sunday. So, yeah, there we go. There's Rebellious Ruth. Thanks, Cameron. And Chris Wyatt. Super shot. Thanks, Cam. And, oh, there we go. Morning shot. Also really good. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm crossing fingers and toes that it's going to be good. I've got to go and see my mom. Yeah, it's time. Although we don't have the money, and it is getting just more and more and more expensive. Banana branches are all the same. Apparently, a couple of branches have got a lot of money stuck under their furniture. But yeah, that's a case. I was looking through the news and that, and I don't know. News 24 seems to be like DSTV today. All repeats. These days, all repeats. It's all the same thing every single day. It's corruption in the government. It's Zuma. It's Ramaphosa. It's the same thing. I don't know that Peter Kleter from I don't know which place, but he's been on News 24 for I don't know how long as well. So I don't know how often they get to update to change their site so much, but yeah. But something I was looking at, as I said, Ronaldo was chatting about, and he said, take a look at a documentary. It's a 4-part documentary on Netflix called Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey. Now, I'm not always in agreement with Ronaldo on TV programs ever since he made me watch The Leftovers. But, yeah. These bananas are really getting under your skin in Cameron. Fraught bananas. Okay, but keep sweet, pray and obey. So I decided I will actually take a look at it today and watched it. Very, very interesting. It's about... well, it's would you call it a sect? I don't know if you'd call it a cult or sect or whatever, but it's actually it's a documentary on true, and it's like from 2003. I mean, the guy was only caught, and apparently it's still going on. I mean, they didn't close it down, so there's still people who are stuck in there and believing in it, but. Obviously, they have believed that in polygamy, so a man can have more than one wife. I don't know how the guys feel about that. 'Cause some people will go, "Yeah, that sounds cool. I can have more than one woman." Dude, if you know the trouble you sit with one woman, do you really want double, triple, or quadruple that trouble? I don't think I would make it in life like that. It's just not possible. So I don't know how these guys do it. But the worst thing is, obviously, over there is they were having underage marriage. And then, like 14 years old, you're ready to get married to like a 60, 70-year-old dude or whatever. So it was absolutely horrific to watch. It was... You know what? When you look at it and you think, it's just not true. You cannot believe that this actually occurs in the world. That people would he was known as a prophet, and everything was in the name of the Lord. And what an absolute cheap freaking skate he was. But yeah, if you have the stomach, I would tell you that it is not for probably easily. There's content and not necessarily visual, but audio, and the stories that come out and the real people that speak there are they like wow. Zendo say, I can't even afford a 2010 Victoria's Secrets Angel, never mind spare wives. Zendo, you know what? Console yourself. There's not many people that can afford Victoria's Secrets model, or is it the magazine you're looking for? Yeah, one of the things I'm looking forward to, Cameron, I'm struggling to even get one woman. I'm on the brink of giving up. Cam, it's when you least expect it that they lay their teeth into you. No, I'm kidding. No, when you least expect it, you find the right one. And yeah, then you just stick around. I've been there for nearly, this year it'll be 23 years. Spot the tear marks down my cheeks. Yeah, but is polygamy legal in South Africa? Is my question, because as far as I'm concerned, polygamy is not legal. In many countries, it isn't legal. I know there's some countries where it I don't know, bends and baffles. Definitely not underage. I mean, that is just plain sick and twisted. But polygamy, I know, I don't think it's legal in South Africa. And if it's not legal in South Africa, how could our great and fearless leader, Zuma himself, have walked around with 8 or 9 different wives, which basically means South Africa should be a polygamous country then, because you can't have number one who sets the standard, who's supposed to be the example for the country, being the arse end of the tree and the bottom banana. But yeah, the top banana can't be not setting the rule. Yeah, yes, it's in the Zulu culture. Okay, it's in the Zulu culture. It's part of the culture there. Yeah, but in the law, in South African law, it's not legal to have a polygamous marriage in South Africa. If I'm correct in saying so. Hendo says Mormons in the US. Yeah, Mormons in the US, but they don't do underage marriage and things like that either. But they actually do it against the law in the US as well. They sort of like stick to their farms and that. Yeah, taxpayers carry the cost for Zuma's wife, Zuma's kraals, Zuma's fire pool, etc., as well. But I question this fact, and it's just something I was thinking when I was thinking of polygamy, and I thought to myself, hang on, it's not legal. I'm sure it's not legal in South Africa, but because you're number one, it is. And it just goes to show the blatancy with which disrespect was shown to the country itself, because how can you deny it but also enact it? Where we got Cameron, but polyandry is another story. One woman married to many men. Dude, I don't know. Looking from a man's perspective, that is even crazier. Yeah, rules for me and not for thee. That's how it happens. So yeah, I was just thinking that is really, really hectic in that sense. But I don't want to push it too much. But yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a culture. But if it's a culture, is it allowed? And I don't know where that part is that I was looking for now. I was looking for something in the Khmer Times news, but I'll just tell you about it because it's another thing that I want to measure South Africa on. But yeah, it's just, you know what? If it's a culture, then it should be. Then I think it would be the same as what Hendo was mentioning earlier on the Mormons. where it is something that is illegal, but you practice, but you would like try and keep it out of the public eye, and where they would usually turn a blind eye to. And if it isn't, then yeah, then the country should make it legal. But you can't say it is not legal, it is a culture, and then flaunt it in the country's face as the president. I, for the both of your sake, I'm not going to put hendos. Cameron, are you not confused? From on it. No, my goodness. Asking for a friend. Yeah. No, and I was watching a YouTube, but they want to introduce that too. Yeah, and talking about things that are legal, like Thailand, and they're saying it's the first country now to legalize growing of cannabis at home for home use and that. And I'm sure SA went up in smoke the other day. You're not allowed to smoke it in public places, etc., etc. But I do believe SA was now before Thailand when it came to cannabis and being able to smoke, because now you can apparently grow. I think there's a lot of people wanting to move to Thailand now just to have a growing business. But yeah, you're not allowed to do it publicly, but you can grow and smoke your stuff at home. Where we're looking at the cultural norms go back centuries. Yeah, I know the Zulu cultures and that, but I mean, if you're going to run a westernized country and you want to be a westernized president, sorry, I'm flipping up between two things now. You can grow weed in the Netherlands for personal use only. Yeah, I'm just taking a look. I did see it in the news pieces over here, but now I don't know. I've lost it again. Dengue fever is going up. That's also spread by my mosquitoes over here. I suppose now that we have zero COVID in Cambodia, yeah, we have zero COVID in Cambodia. We have zero cases of COVID in Cambodia. We also have zero cases of testing in Cambodia. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not going to shovel. I don't know where that one is now. I was actually just reading it not so long ago, and it said Thailand, and I thought to myself, hang on, they're not the first. Maybe it was in on Twitter. I was actually just running around on Twitter. I haven't done very much snooping into news and views and that these days. As I said, just with exams and that, it's been really, really hectic. Holy herb. Hendo's herb. So do any of you consume or smoke a joint every now and again? Beware the pupil pox or Dr. Frankenstein's fraud flop Fauci. Yeah. Fauci can't make up his mind. He makes his mind up where the money is. Decent cannabis seeds. I don't know. Malawi, isn't it Malawi Gold? I was at a bike rally in Swaziland. Was it Swaziland? Or no, wasn't Lesotho? No, Swaziland. And yeah, and it was for the Swazi rally. And I was amused to see that at the different stalls, here was a pancake stall, and there was a badge stall, and there was a stall rolling joints, and there was this stall, and there was that stall, and and that was quite a while ago. So yeah, I can't do anything with THC. I hit a very bad depression. Yeah, I'm very, very cautious about it as well. I think basically what it does, and I am no doctor, so and I'm no how should I say knowledgeable person on, but I think what it does is it accentuates possibly the mood or the emotion as well. So you know what, I think if you're in a bad mood or a down mood or in a depressive mood, I have had it have very, very bad effects, and that's why I in the end just like, no, this is not going to work for me. I just dropped it in the end because it's unpredictable in that sense. I have no I have no objection against, or should I say, I don't contradict that there are medicinal qualities in it, and I think used in an oil and et cetera, et cetera. I think it has, I think people have avoided it as a drug and not explored its medicinal capabilities for far too long. And I do believe that should it, but I think it also becomes a far too inexpensive drug, if economic drug, which probably won't make the drug companies money and would become more of a commercial drug. And when I say drug, I mean medical drug. And I think that's why the drug companies don't pursue it as such, because I don't think it would cost you as much, especially if it became legal. And I do believe that the medicinal and healing properties of it are very, very high in different usages as well. I do believe the abuse is there of it as well, but I do believe if you end up legalizing it, I think the abuse may drop. I would, however, also be concerned about having to watch different recreational drugs, which might then increase because of the interest that gets lost in cannabis. Because I think a lot of people actually would do it because it isn't allowed. So, you know what? Anything that's not allowed is what I want to do. Sorry, let's take a look here. We'd you get from a doctor? Let's take a look, Hendo. We'd you get from a doctor medical prescription for pain, etc. in California? Yeah, I'm sure there are places like that. Doctor, thank you. But that's why I say I definitely believe that the medicinal aspect is there. I just don't know if it's going to make money for Pfizer and those chappies. You know what? Who's going to pay Fauci? You'd have to get another pandemic. One thing, let's take a look what Cameron says. One thing that is nice is alcohol, but I have not drank any alcohol since 16 March 2022. Well done for you. Not much of a drinker anymore either. I think my days of that have shown in the beard and the face, as you can see. I don't see the absolute how should I say, spending all that money to feel that bad the next day and to just nah, and probably make a total tonker of yourself in the process as well. So I'm not a big drinker. I enjoy nice Captain Morgan Spice Gold, a little whiskey here and there as well. Good gin and tonic on a hot day. Beer does sort of end up sitting in my throat. I always promise these things. Every time I walk through the supermarket and that as well, I promise I will go through a couple of beers over here and maybe one show, just open up a whole lot of different beers, and then somebody can just like end the show for me at the end, because I don't think I'll be able to if I swallow them all. But yeah. See what's Endo say. Yes, in an oil form, medicinal purpose. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think it's got very strong medical what's the word I'm looking for? Particles practices for cancer, if I'm not mistaken. Big Farm got rid of hemp. They hate the competition. Yeah, I do believe so. Buzzy say you get different types, medicinal for pain, cancer, depression. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Don't go to the corner dealer and get something and hopefully it's going to sort out depression or something like that. And it's most likely going to wind you up the wrong way. So unless you can actually get the right thing, don't hope to be solving any medical conditions with the bad one that the guy over the counter at some little pizza place gives you. Hemp. This is what I was saying. I sent you a video on WhatsApp. Watch later. Okay, cool beans. Thanks, Cameron. All alcohol does is dull the edge of life for me. I don't get it. You know what alcohol does? Have you ever seen alcohol kills brain cells? Now, if you've ever seen a lion or a leopard or a cheetah go and grab a herd of antelope, go after them. The antelope run away. The strongest move in the front, the back and the middle moves on, and it's those at the back, the weaker antelope that get caught and killed by the tiger or the cheetah or something like that. And that means as the tigers and that they kill off uh, the weaker antelopes, the whole pack gets stronger. And it's the same thing when we drink alcohol. Alcohol kills your brain cells, so it goes up, and the brain cells all run away from the alcohol, but the weaker ones stay behind, and they get killed by the alcohol. And that is why you feel stronger when you drink. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Yeah. Anyway, it's one reason for feeling stronger and men wanting to fight and testosterone flowing even more. uh, yeah, it takes the edge off life, but yeah, don't get faced. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice. Something while we're talking about depression and things like that. Something that I've taken, and I believe it's Schedule 4, so you've got to actually get a doctor's note for it in SA over here. As I said before, nothing. Tramadol. And I started reading up about tramadol and et cetera, because I ended up taking 2 for a headache once. And geez, I felt so good for the rest of the day. And I actually took 2, which is 200 milligrams by accident, but apparently that's not too high. And then you get them in 50 milligrams, you get them in 100 milligrams. And if you take anything from 50 to 200, apparently it's not too high. But one of the articles I read actually said, and it was a pharmaceutical article in a pharmaceutical magazine thing or whatever, that said it's a missed opportunity for depression and for anxiety, especially if you have an anxious depression. And I sort of like moved away my other tabs and started working with the tramadol, and it seems to be working pretty well, pretty well. And so, yeah, I'll tell you how it goes. You know what? If I'm alive next week and I haven't done anything suicidal, it's okay. Let's see what Hinda says. That has not prevented the Blue Bulls, and the Stormers fans say plug this weekend, and that's why they all feel so strongly about how the game should be reffed. Apparently, the last one wasn't reffed too well. I didn't see it. Alcohol kills brain cells, explains the EFF and ANC supporters. Yeah. I think they drink a little bit too much because it starts killing the strong ones as well, and then it just leaves the stupid ones behind. Don't reach the point of getting violent, luckily. Yeah, me neither. I've never been a violent person. Even when I've drank copious amounts of alcohol, I become extremely friendly. I become a very, very friendly person. So one day when I'm on stream and I'm excessively friendly and I just like you all and it's just wonderful and life is just great, you must know that I have been in the drinks cabinet. Let's take a look. What's it? Tramadol, Tramoset something. I don't know. It's just called tramadol. It's a little capsule. It's a yellow and green capsule. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about that. I don't think it is too bad if you take it in low dosages, but yeah. I've been taking my medication for the last 6 years, so I didn't think it would be a problem. And I don't take it intravenously, so we'll see how it goes. And we want friendly Andre. We'll do the beer tasting. You'll have like, yeah, give us a hug, give you a kiss. Yeah, no. But yeah, I was talking about having a good chuckle at things. I was looking at the Khmer Times and near Wat Nom. Now Wat Nom is like a sort of like a little mound in the middle of town. Yeah, but it's actually where Phnom Penh started from, and the story of Lady Pen and etc. etc. And there's the little pagoda, the little temple thing over there, etc. It's like a circle, so you ride around it. And very many ladies of the night frequent to walk around there. Apparently, it's pretty economic to acquire that form of entertainment there. And the police had a crackdown apparently last night or Friday night. I'm not too sure. I was busy reading about it. And they had a crackdown. And they arrested a whole lot of customers and prostitutes. And it says they decided that they took them in and basically booked them and did the paperwork. And they are going to re-educate them and encourage them to find an alternative mode of business. I thought, well, what are you going to do with the customers? Book them and re-educate them to find an alternate mode of entertainment. So, yeah, well, Yeah. What's Alan say? Tramadol, Tramadol, Traxel, all same type of drug. Okay. I didn't go into the others. It was all accidental. Just don't come online like a staple together. I might be funny. Yeah, we can come up with a couple of jokes the best day. I'll show you some roads in it. I've had paracetamol intravenously. No, I've never had the intention of trying to crush a panada and put it into my veins. It burns like fire. I was in hospital when I had to have that done, so it was not recreational. Yeah, no. Okay. Would not like that, and I hate needles. I hate needles. I hate needles. Yeah. What was I looking at? Unconditional as well. Have you ever heard someone talk about unconditional? You know what? Unconditionally. Stick by you unconditionally. Trauma, this trauma, trauma, this trauma, that. All hires at. Yeah, well, I come into land every Sunday evening at 7 o'clock and I take off again at 8. Eh? Yeah, well, apparently it's got like some dopamine stuff. Look, I'm not a fanatical researcher, as you've heard when I talk and chat about things. It's the average man in the street from the outside looking in, not the educated ball in the hair that's falling out of the nest type of thing. So that I leave for Chris Wyatt and Ronaldo and all of those guys. But yeah, I don't drink or smoke dacha. I am giving up cigs and I'm giving up cigs and moving on to vaping, and then I will stop. Yeah, the problem with vaping is my vape only lasts that long. So now I end up smoking 1 or 2 cigarettes to keep my vape from running out of battery power. Otherwise, I've done really well. It's use. Let's see how to YOOZ use. But it works well, and the nice thing about this is no mess, no fuss. This having to put in juice this way and mix juice and then take out and coils and everything and the whole toots that. This is like this. That's how you get the refills. This is your vape. This is your refill. When it's finished, you throw that away, you open up a new refill, and there it is. No mess, no fuss. Because, yeah, there we go, Hendo. Use. It's for use. I must say, I'm not into the fruit flavors and that of vaping or anything like that. I actually smoke a vape called Cuban flavor. There's another one called Classic Tobacco as well, but I quite enjoy my Cuban flavor. It's not lying around here at the moment, but I enjoy the Cuban flavor or the tobacco flavor. I'm not a fond fruit flavored person. I don't like the ice flavored, and I don't like the fruit flavors. Although you do know that vaping is illegal in Cambodia, as I said before. So although they don't really throw too much of an eye to it, now and again they'll take out a coffee shop that's selling vaping stuff, etc., etc. So a lot of it is done online, and a lot of it is done, over Facebook, etc., etc. I actually have a Telegram number, and that's where I get mine from. But you know what? It's not like it kills. Try cookie flavor. No, that's too sweet. It's too sweet. You get like cookie dough flavor. You get cookies and cream flavor. You get Oreo flavor. I've seen this stuff. You know what? I've wasted $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 on vape juice. That is just terrible. And then of course you get the PG VG balance, and when your PG is too high, it hits the back of your throat like a freight train. This one is really, really great. I've got about 3 milligrams of nicotine in it. I don't need to put a ton of nicotine in it. And I also don't cough up 500 kilograms of phlegm the next morning as well. The only thing about vaping is when you start vaping, you kind of smoke more than when you did smoke to start off with, because it never gets put out. It's always there. So I'm used to like smoking when the cigarette's there, you smoke. So the vape just doesn't go away. Sendo says Siggy's too expensive. Yeah, I believe so. Although the one thing that I am looking forward to when I go back to South Africa is I would like to have a puff of a John Rolfe. Missing a little bit of a toasted leafy tobacco. Maybe a Cook Sister flavor will do well with this. Cook Sister. Milk tart vape. Yeah, no. What's Alan say? During my 3-foot operation, I was given those for pain. Tramahexol, yeah. Took me far away place. After second op, I asked for something else that would give me side effects. Yeah, I do believe that they gave it to you in a much higher dose than like 50 to 100 milligrams, because then that's for like operational pain. I did read about that, but then it's a much higher dosage, which is pretty dangerous on that set. But yeah, that so you took a trip. Buzzy, what's Buzzy? Buzzy's on strawberry and ice cream, which tastes the best. Still getting used to coughing up all that muck. Yeah, it takes a while to get it to go away. I used to work in Nelspruit in outdoor warehouse, and there was a spa there close by, and the spa actually had a whole counter full of these like little tanks of all the different flavors that you could fill up and for vaping. And I do believe it was a little bit better, yeah, because over here the people like their mint and they like their ice. I mean, I bought Milo and I thought, geez, this should be great Milo flavor. And it was like a mint or an ice in this Milo. It was horrific. It would be like dropping a peppermint into Montebello porridge and trying to smoke that. And I can't stand Montebello porridge either. But well, it was horrific. It was absolutely horrible. Yeah. But so goes the vape train. But yeah, I probably got to get another vape. So the only thing is, yes, keeping it on. And yeah, I don't know. I'll stick to the flavors. But yeah, I believe in South Africa. Well, Hendo in the what's the name? It's the UK. It's ridiculous. What are you guys on? Almost $50 or £20 or something like that for a pack of smokes. Mind you, I think with the ban of cigarettes during COVID in South Africa, everyone was introduced to Zuma's cousin or brother or somebody like that who now is having a good business from everyone by doing his tax-free cigarettes. Busy says, I hate mint. I've never smoked menthol. No, I don't like menthol either, except when I'm sick. How much does the vape cost? For this one and a pack of you buy these in 2 packs. So you buy a pack of 2. I get my packs for $7.20, and the vape itself was 1 pack plus the vape was $20. I don't know. I think you get smaller ones. I don't know about getting bigger ones at all. 2 flavor pods, $99. 99 Rand. Yeah, probably around about there, yeah. It cost me, £15 a pack, depends on the Siggy brand. Yeah, look, it cost me a little bit more than smoking to vape, but to vape this, I think if you went into the juice and everything to that effect, because I use about a pod a day, so I use in the region of, say, would it be $3.60, where a pack of smokes, it cost me $1.50, depending on what I want to smoke. But I'm learning to actually vape less and less and less, because I'm learning that it doesn't go away. It is around, so it's starting to last longer, etc., etc. If it's healthier for you, I don't know if vaping's healthier for you, because if you're not putting the tar into your lungs, you're putting some other oil into your lungs or something like that. So I never intended to give up smoking. It's just, especially when I'm working on the computer, it makes the room and the house stink. And there's ash all over the place always. There's absolutely just ash and ash and ash. I don't mind smoking somewhere else where I can ash in somebody else's house or somebody else's restaurant or whatever, but not in my house. And of course, don't smoke in my toilet. It is absolutely not. I don't know if you want to take a look at a couple of restaurants and places. I was walking around the other day. Let's just take this volume down. Where's my volume? I'll put volume on, but I'll put it on very low because I do. I did, and I just shot some footage. It's nothing specific. It's nothing special. Oh, just while I'm about it, before I want to just tell you about some movies I watched. Vaping is healthier. Cigs have tar, various toxic substances, cyanide, and others. Yeah, apparently vaping killed a couple of people. Debatable if it's healthier. I think the problem is where people have come to saying it actually will lead to death, and that is where people have started to try and mix things into their vaping juice. You know what? Where they're not using proper vaping juice, and you've gone to then try and mix in maybe a little bit of powder from here or a little bit of this juice, etc., etc. A little bit of Jay's fluid in there, what? And then next thing you're wondering why your lungs are suddenly exploding out of your ass, and then you realize it's it's not the proper original vape juice that should be going in there. But what I wanted to say is I watched a couple of movies this week as well, and I actually tried to get some off the beaten track movies. And there was a movie called Agent Games, and it had Mel Gibson in, and I thought, wow, it's one of my heroes. I'll watch that. It was the worst movie. It starts on a point where something's got to get done, and then it ends on the point that it started at, where something's got to get done. It's an absolute shit show. So it runs at 3 different times all the time, and I can still handle that. But they never finished the movie. If you take a look at Agent Games, you will see that everyone's like hoping for a sequel so we can see what the hell's happened in there. That was absolutely ridiculous. I watched another one called Don't Create the Dodgy Vape Concoction, and I think that's what kills people. And I don't know if that's the reason they ban it in Cambodia. I think also maybe one of the reasons is they don't get their tax money off there or something like that. There could be a million reasons. I just find it's healthier, and I don't feel it's crap with it, and doesn't make the place smoke. And as I said, the worst place you can smoke is on my toilet. I cannot handle smoke in my towels or in my bedroom. So yeah. But where was I going down the line? Agent Games. Agent Games, no. If you don't want to believe me, watch it and be disappointed. Then Stillwater. Oh, no, it had Matt Damon in it, I think. And I thought, oh, well, let's try this one. We haven't heard about that. I think it's these guys' tax money movies that they make. You know what? They'll make a movie to get some money to pay their taxes. But it's an absolute crap movie. Really, it just didn't take off. Let's take a look. What do you say? Hendo says that is because some people added vitamin E acetate to vape juice. This is also found in microwave popcorn. It gives a vape a smooth taste, apparently. Probably not meant to be in a vape at all. Yeah. Mel Gibson, Bruce Willis passed their acting sell-by date. Also Van Damme. I still think they could make good movies. It's just like, so is old Arnie. You remember he said, I'll be back. But yeah, those are my heroes. I'm actually so disappointed to see how old they've got. They're supposed to stay young. They're forever young. But yeah, Stillwater, not. And then The Contractor. I watched today. It did end, but it just like idled along. It never took off. But the worst movie you can watch is Agent Games, and it's got Mel Gibson in it. Stillwater still leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. And Arnie always comes back. I'll be back. Remember Buck Rogers. And if you remember Buck Rogers, you're about as freaking antique as what I am. And yeah, The Contractor, it sounded good. But yeah, I think I'll start watching a couple of new movies this week and talk about them next week. Because yeah, those 3 were just not even worth talking about. I think I did tell you about the Batman that I watched as well. I wasn't very impressed with the Batman. I wasn't looking forward to Doctor Strange, but I could probably say I enjoyed Doctor Strange more than what I enjoyed the Batman. Dude, I watched that Stallone movie when it came out. I didn't wait for it to hit tubes or anything like that. Stallone's my hero. Adrian! 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 Yeah. What's it? His daughter has a podcast channel as well on YouTube. Whose daughter? Stallone, I think you're talking about. Yeah, possibly there. But yeah, while we're chatting, as I said, this isn't anything to really. This was just a. Oh, Spacebar brings it that way. There's a place called Pong, and they serve. It's a very small little place. Teeny tiny packets of onion rings. Lemonade. What I like is their sandwiches. They're nice and clean. That's like a ham, egg, and cheese or ham and mustard thing, whatever. It was pretty cool. And there's the wifey enjoying the onion ring. We shall see more of it later. Oh, I was about to say later on, but there it is. Small little place. There we go. Really enjoying the sandwich. So you do get decent looking restaurants in Cambodia. Just for those of you who saw the street ones and decided to feel really sorry for me as we do not seem to have any decent restaurants. I think I got a little bit of a price list there for you if you guys want to see. I think it's on the next clip over there. Okay, yeah, this one's got dollars and real. So you got the sausage muffin, it's very similar to the McDonald's the sausage McMuffin, $2.39, bacon and egg, $2.75, egg and sausage muffin, $2.85, deluxe muffin, $3.59. And these are those sandwiches that we had: $2.99 crispy chicken, chicken teriyaki, $2.61, advo and bacon. I don't know why you would mix avocado and bacon, but yeah, avocado and bacon, $3.79, and creamy tuna. Who wants a tuna sandwich? Holy egg. I think the egg was blessed. Egg and cheese. It's $1.77, $1.95. So prices are not too bad. Honey and ham, that's the one I had. Honey and ham is $2.55. Cheesy garlic bread, $1.91. Yeah, I think it's a Japanese place called Pong. And then 4,100 real, that's basically $1 extra if you put chips in a cool drink with it or onion rings. You'll see on both sides there's the dollar price on the right hand side, yeah, and on the left hand side is the real price. So 14,800 real is $3.59. $1.91 is 7,900 real. I prefer quoting in dollars because when it starts going to thousands, I get scared. And then everywhere you go over here, most of their drinks are iced. I don't think I could get a hot coffee there. Is there hot? Milk, they like their milk drinks, milk tea. Even there's a Nescafe latte. I think you could get these in South Africa though as well, but it is a milky thing. But I actually like this one. So let's carry on. And the place is called Pong. Remember a game called Pong? Anyone remember a game called Pong? Yes, Buzzy. I sorry, man. You sent me, I think, of Cambodia and I think Vietnam as well, or something like that. I have not watched them yet, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to be the one to do street food for you people because I don't do street food. Unwaxed podcasts are they hairy? Pong stink. Yeah, no. That's what it looks like from outside. So still you got this sort of like Cambodian and then like this like little hidden place. We were just walking around and I said, actually, I wanted to take a couple of shots for Pepper's Echo. I know everyone always wants to see what's going on. So that's why I actually thought I should have started this earlier. I thought, okay, well, we'll just talk about things. We'll talk about vapes. We'll talk about polygamy and everything. And that while we're busy looking at let me actually put myself in there, then you can actually see bigger. There's a chemist, by the way, guys. Wanted to show you the chemist. You see that? Okay, that's still an okay pharmacy. Move back. But there's like a little counter over there, little, and it's just a hole in a like a little garage. You could actually take your garage, put a chemist on there, and these chemists though usually just sell tablets and stuff like that. They're not really. You can't go there and say, "Oh well, you know what? I got a pain in my left cheek. What do I do? And can you give me?" That's just like, you know what you want. You want tablets. You want flu stuff. You want headache stuff. You got a stomach cramp. You need whatever. I don't think they've even got chemist license or trained chemist there. It's more like a retail tablet retail place. Some name has a different, completely different. Yeah, well, you saw the market that I showed you the other day. It said Cox Supermarket, and that wouldn't fly in South Africa. There's the chemist, as I was showing you there. And as I say, it's just like sliding doors, and there's a little counter over there. And that's a chemist as well. You can open up a chemist here in Cambodia, not a problem, as long as you know where to get the pills. A couple of apartments, and I think those are businesses next door to it there. Some name was completely different meaning. I think Pong actually comes from Japan, so I think it's a Japanese company as such. There's another coffee shop. That's a coffee shop, guys. You can find it on the pavement. He's like little box over there. There's I think noodles as well if you want. There's a couple of breads, and all over they've got these little codes. Those codes there. I go to a coffee shop every morning across the road from school, and I pay with my phone. You open up your bank app and you scan that code, and bam, you pay them. And even the smallest little, as you see, the coffee shop like this, you can pay by phone. Smallest little stores, corner cafe, corner store, very easy. All you do as well as on your phone itself, if somebody's got to pay you, you open up your app, you push a red little button on it. My phone's not lying. Yeah, otherwise I'd show you. But you push a little red button and it generates your little code like that. And the other person scans it and they pay you. You can also send yourself a picture of your little code like they do, and then you can just stick up your code over there, and that way you get paid. It's actually super, super, because you don't have to carry. I hardly carry cash around with me because everywhere it's just like ABA, yeah, ABA, yeah. In China, those of you dealt with China or know China, etc., will know that you get a lot of it on WeChat over there. What's it? Some names. Also sent you. Okay, sorry, it wasn't Vietnamese. It was Zimbabwean food made in America. I need to get that. By default, we talk about food. No sekong. Yeah, Engdo, welcome to the Hungry Show, bro. But yeah, that's a coffee shop there. There's the tables and everything. They've always got a little thing. There we go. You can see there. That's where he gets to operate on his coffee machine. So business can be made out of anything small, yeah. There she goes to throw out the rubbish, right next to the table where you drink coffee. But yeah, the interesting part is you can pay by scanning the phone just about anywhere. And then you've got like a high-rise building. And that's a little motorbike with sells like buns with pate and stuff in it, and noodles and things and that as well. Pretty cool. That's another little coffee shop there on the corner. Coffee shop on the corner there. Coffee shop, restaurant type of place. Oh, let me stop playing it. There we go. Little restaurant. That's how you open a restaurant. Bam. There's a tire place. In the evenings it closes, and then a restaurant goes up on the Girly 1953. No bad thoughts, guys. It's a ladies' clothing store. They're all too small for us. The clothes. Yeah. So what else have I got there? There's fruit stalls, and that's what your pavements look like. Most of the time, you can have really nice shops, and then you got your pavements, dragon fruit. I'll do fruits. There's the missus on the phone. There's another coffee shop. You see how big your coffee shop needs to be. Your investment, you guys always think big when you get to coffee shops. It doesn't have to be more. And there you can see on the front there as well, there's your payment process. You scan and you've paid. There you just scan and you've paid all the different places. So you don't have to go into like I I need a store and I need my kitchen and I need my seats and I need my reception and I need it, and then I got to find it somewhere in a mall or a value mart. Find a pavement that somebody will rent to you for 250 Rand a month, and find a little cuckoo shop about that big and put a coffee machine into it and put 2 chairs and a table next to it, and bam, you have a coffee shop. And it's all over. You can Japanese fried chicken. There's a restaurant as well. Okay, that is a UK pharmacy that I was actually wanting to show you. That's a pretty decent pharmacy, and that's where you will find people that can speak English and that can actually that also has a chemist there with them. So yes, they do have decent chemists and everything. It's just I'm not allowed to take the camera inside. Opticians, but a lot of these places you will find don't go into the logistics for there's Flavors of India restaurant. I've been there a couple of times, and there's your ABA bank. It's like F&B. Yeah, it's just like your average go-to bank always, and it's everybody uses it. They're busy advertising generate the thing on your phone and scan. Let's take a look at some of the queries. Yeah, very efficient it is indeed. Cooking pork chops, garlic, putu sadza with fried onions. Hey, Buzzy, you have a way of making my mouth water as well. Hey, UK is littered with coffee shops, too many. Yeah, but I bet they're not as uniquely toilet-sized with a little table next door like we have in Cambodia. And everything is iced coffee. Yeah, I bet yours is hot coffee because you're too cold. Any giant crabs? No, I've stayed away from the Wat Nam area. I do not go near any ladies of the night. I do not have crabs whatsoever. No, I'm kidding. No, I eat crab. I'm very careful where I eat seafood though, because I do not want it pulled out of this Mekong River. As you saw in the Tonle Sap River on the floating the floating village the last week, they throw a lot more than seafood into that river over there. Wow, that was stuff 4, I think, because it's my new year. I'm not going to show it all to you because then I've got nothing to show you next week while I'm chatting to you. That used to be a IBC, which is a bookshop that was moved because the bank's going over there as well. It's actually part of a National Bank of Canada group, is ABA. Yeah, I went walking down from here and I took some more pictures. But there's popular corner on a main street. One of the main streets is that one that's coming down is Sihanoukville. And my watch has just told me we've had enough of a lovely time today. I have a little bit of work to do as well, so I'm going to probably cut it around there. Giant crabs. No, I love crab meat. I'm going to actually leave it over here. There we go. I love crab meat, but as I said, I'm cautious when I eat it. Yeah, when I go down to places like Kep is quite close to the sea, and they pull it out of the sea there. And there's a little place that we sit, and we haven't been there in quite a while. I mean, COVID has really stopped us from traveling so much. But you actually sit, and we actually had to move because the waves were starting to splash all over us. And we moved in. We ate ourselves stupid on seafood, and that's when you have crab and you have crayfish and whatever, lobster, whatever they can pull out of the river. There's another place here as well that I actually, and I don't think, I am cautious, but I don't think they get their stuff here. It's called Lobster Bay. They have mussels and little lobsters, and they'll actually make a plate. And they put like little pieces of corn there as well, corn on the cob, mealies, in other words. So let me stop sharing here. So that was pretty cool too. But yeah, UK is littered with coffee shops. I don't want to keep Hendo away from supper, We've been on about an hour now anyway, and I have just been yakking in generally. So yeah, just to wrap up, take a look if you are interested in documentaries, and I quite enjoy looking at something realism, although it is absolutely surreal to watch, to see that there's somebody that twisted, and that sect still goes on to this day. But yeah, keep sweet, pray and obey. It's on Netflix at the moment. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know if you had a strike yesterday or not. What's Endo say? Business trying to recover from the coof economic hits. Yeah, I think there's a lot of business that's coming struggling from it. Although tourism is quite well up there. Yeah, no, I don't know how interesting my chat was. I've just been flapping my gums a little bit over here, but yeah, I need to get Coral back on again. He had a brilliant. There was actually another minister in their church today, and he was talking about baggage, Bethel Lofprijskerk. If you want to see it, really, really nice. Yeah, they were supposed to have a. They were supposed to. That's why I say service delivery. There, Buzzy says no. They didn't have a strike. No strike. We didn't have a shutdown strike. No strike. Peppers Echo. They were too cold to make a mass strike. You see, promises. They can't even deliver a strike properly anymore. So I don't know what they're going to do. And they were supposed to be against the high petrol prices. No, I'm kidding. The only thing I want is the rand dollar to stay shot over beginning of the end of July and the beginning of August. It can go back down to strong again after that. But yeah. Yes, diet. Your life diet, like we were trying to talk about the other day. I saw you posted something, and that's exactly what I was talking about, is the life diet. I wasn't trying to talk about what you eat, but what you feed your mind and what you feed your body. We must actually go on again one day, and we'd actually maybe have a call in and talk about it, and have a couple of people come and chat to us about it as well. It sounds really good, Buzz, because I have a lot that I want to chat about on there, because you deal with such toxicity. I mean, it's an absolute conversation for another day, because I will go on and on and on and on. Yeah, and you guys must enjoy your cold over there. I can't wait to feel a bit of cold. I hope that there's still some cold left for me when I get there at the end of July, because over here, well, I'm running with an aircon full blast, just to try and keep cool, because it is so hot. When I step out of this room, it's like walking into an oven. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and then of course the Family Foundation. I will keep you updated there. That's something near and dear to my heart. The two ladies in Siem Reap who are basically looking at uplifting, and it's not their first rodeo, so it's just an NGO that they are starting here. And as I told you last time, they were busy building a house for for the little child and her mother. I think she's 5 or 6 years now. I think she's about 5, but her breastbone had been broken, and their house, I think, was finished this weekend. I think they moved them from the chicken coop into their little house today, which really warms my heart. And I'm really going to be seeing what we can do and who we can rope in, and what we can do at doing a little bit of support for growing this, because you can only save lives one child at a time. You cannot go and collect a group of children and try and put them down, and you need to take it one at a time. But yeah, so I will definitely keep you updated then. Hopefully we can get some photographs and that as well. I'm going to be speaking to Pastor Coral on that too. So yeah, hopefully the church might be able to also get into their international outreach. I know it's very difficult in South Africa because charity starts at home, and there is so much need there as well. So you know what, I'm not expecting too much, but I can always hope, huh? Make a difference for one. Getting warm there. I'm so pleased it's getting warm. Yeah, you guys have summer in June, July there, Henda. Cape is going to have a temperature. Cam, that sounds wonderful. You can walk around with a duvet wrapped around you all day. We're going to have a bitterly cold winter. It will still be cold. Sounds good. I don't own winter clothes. I don't intend buying winter clothes either because I have no use for them whatsoever. I do not own a jacket, people. I do not own a jacket. The closest thing I've got to jacket is one of those sleeveless windbreaker jackets, and that's the closest thing I have to a jacket. And then I've lost quite a bit of weight. I think since I have arrived in Cambodia, I think I've lost 19 Ks. So my jeans that I had when I came here, all I need to do is cut holes into the pockets and I can put my arms through them as well. But they will have to do because I'm not buying winter clothes. So yeah, Buzzy said we are going to have a bitterly cold winter. The only thing with those bitterly cold winters, I really feel very, very sad for the people that do not have homes, and I think they are more this year after the pandemics and everything than they have been in a long time. It is hitting us next week, Wednesday. Jeez, yeah. What Cam says, I have a freezer suit. Looks like a sleeping bag. You can walk around in it. Borrow from family. Yeah, I don't really have family left. I got a couple of kids that we might not get to see. My brother, yeah, I'll probably tell him to bring a pants and a jacket for me. And I've got a friend there as well who said, you know what, he'll sort me out with the jacket when I get there, etc., etc. So, yeah, no, I'll definitely be borrowing steel because there's no ways I'm buying winter clothing because we don't use it yet. I mean, the only time I wear long pants and a tie is when I go to school to work. The minute I get home, pants goes, shirt goes. So and when we go out anywhere, I am in shorts. I wear shorts 24/7 other than being at school. Then it's the only time you will actually see me in longs. Otherwise, I have shorts on. And I was a person in South Africa that never liked wearing shorts. I was like, always put my jeans on, put a tracksuit pants on, something like that. I just didn't like wearing shorts. Over here, it's not whether you like it or not. It's like it's a necessity to wear shorts. So shorts and T-shirt is the name of the game over here. That's it. Yeah, so we looked at that Family Foundation. I will keep you updated on that. We'll maybe have a bit of a chat, see if we can get the lady on from that as well. Dengue fever, yeah, it's just raising its head. And then, of course, those absolute stay away movies. Do not watch Agent Games. The Contractor and Stillwater, especially Agent Games. Really, really. What we're looking at, yeah, way too much homelessness around. And as I said, I think it is definitely because of after the pandemic where so much people have lost so much. So even if they do have a cover over their heads, I don't know if their homes have the insulation for it. It's really ridiculous. I would imagine that your electricity bill goes through the roof. I mean, my electricity bill's doubled with these last 2 months. Having to use air conditioners all the time. You know, you can get by with fans until around about April, May, June. Then you've got to put your air cons on. It's just not possible. But yeah, if you've got something that you would like to discuss, something that you'd like to talk about, if you've got ideas for the show, please drop them on email. Jeez, I've actually forgotten to put the like and subscribe things on. What's it? There's the email, pprsECHO@gmail.com. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, it would be good if we can get some subscriptions up as well. And yeah, electricity is through the roof. I can imagine. And you're having blackouts as well, and they're not reducing the cost of your electricity. So how's that? So, I mean, if you're having at least a couple of hours every day, it should actually shave off a few days of electricity from you, but your electricity is not getting any less. So, yeah, I know people have said, you know what, whatever you can bring with, if you've got shower gel, if you've got shampoo and toothpaste and that type of stuff, bring it with you. You don't want to be buying it in South Africa. It's going to cost. Yeah, oh, DVD, you're still around. Yeah, fans, 2 to 3 fans though, yeah. Fan all year round. Yeah, no, fan is essential for all year round. But now at the moment is June, July. May, June is fan month, is aircon month. Electricity's through the roof. Yeah, people's utility bill is really squeezing the middle class, and damn petrol prices going. Well, that's what the whole thing is. Look, the economy really has taken an excessive knock with definitely the Ukraine Russia war has created a situation, as well as what COVID has created a situation. But when you've already got a corrupt situation in South Africa and the additional situation on top of it, it is ruthless. It's brutal, and yeah, I don't think the rich feel it. Black and white rich don't feel it, but your middle class are now being forced into absolute desperation. The poor and the impoverished are being eliminated by it. It's ridiculous. Um, yeah, what's it? Don't jinx it, Pepper. Oh, do you not have blackouts anymore? It's good. Always, bro. Cameron, what's it? We have not had a rolling in 3 weeks. They better not have it when I get there. Flippin', I want those landing lights on when the plane comes in. Yeah. Guys, you've got F1 to watch. I've got a mother to phone. I got some attendance registers. We've got exams, the term for exams. We finished the Cambridge exams, thank you, on Thursday successfully. So now we've just got normal exams and then other stuff just to drive up my blood pressure. What have we got there? Cameron says the middle class has been destroyed in South Africa. Sadly, you know what? And you had a healthy, happy middle class. Healthy, happy middle class, really. And that country could do so well for itself. It could actually support people so well. But yeah, that's a chat for another time. Please drop a mail if you have anything. Otherwise, drop it to Cameron, Buzzy, or Hendo. They will force me to do it. No, I'm kidding. Buzzy, I must profusely online apologize to you because you keep so well with chatting and motivating and getting things done and asking, and I'm just so like bluntly on the one side there. So I do apologize that I'm just dead in the evening, frack in the morning, and with a muck during the day. And yeah, you know what? I should actually make a more concerted effort to actually get into contact. But yeah. What do you say? People in the middle class has been destroyed. Yeah, sadly true. But hopefully Pepper's Echo doesn't get destroyed. Hopefully I can bring you a little bit more entertainment going forward. Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for an absolutely superb, out of the park, wonderful evening. It's you guys that make my day. Thank you so very, very much. Take care, be good. And remember, if you can't be good, at least be kind. Cheers. Wow.